Hey, good morning. This is Pastor G. It's a special morning manner. I took a little break, a little hiatus yesterday. It's just a weird feeling in the atmosphere yesterday for me. So I took a little break and I just went into prayer and meditation throughout the day while I was at work and even when I got home. Went to an awesome service last night just to get my thoughts collected correctly. Got to take things to the throne room before you make any comments and before you make any decisions. One thing I want to talk about is how do you respond now, not how do you react. I'm talking to Christians here because many people are there in an uproar about the POTUS and the Supreme Court ruling on Friday, on yesterday. But how do you respond to this? That's my question. I'm not going to tell you how to respond, but you got to decide for yourself how you're going to respond. Are you going to react and be an agent of hate and show how you hate this ruling? Or are you going to respond and make posts and make comments that are conducive to the healing of a nation? That's my question. Are you going to treat people any differently because of this ruling? Many of us have gay, bisexuals, and lesbians in our families. That don't mean that we hate them. This nation decided to change one of God's laws. Point blank, simple. But just because a nation changed it, don't mean that it's changed in God's eyes. You got to see things the way God sees it, and you have to respond the way God would respond. Jesus loved people. But he also called a spade a spade. He won't go against his word. But his word is still love because that's the greatest commandment. You have to learn how to walk in love. And you have to learn how to show love. Does that mean that you be passive? And does that mean that you have to accept every decision that is made? No, it doesn't. But, this happened. So what are we going to do? Because it happened. While we were fighting over denominations, while we were fighting over skin colors, while we were fighting over politics, the enemy always has an agenda. That we've been deceived. Yes, we have. We have been distracted because of our own agendas, arguing over doctrines, which is crazy. But the bottom line is, let's use this to unify. Let's use this to come together and reason together. Let's use this to heal the wounds within the church itself and come together and unify and fight evil together. Don't allow politics to rule your thoughts. Don't allow what the media portrays to rule your thoughts. Yes, there's a lot of evil out in the world. Homosexuality isn't the only evil that we should be fighting against. So think about that. How are you going to respond? Are you still going to be an agent of love? Or are you going to buy into this thing and start calling people nasty names and spew out hatred? No, there's a way to combat this. And that way is love, because it is love that covers the multitude of sin. Do you love them enough to intercede for them? Do you love them enough to pray for them? Do you love them enough to even forgive them? As Jesus, when he was being persecuted, as Stephen, when he was being persecuted, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So I'm saying for this nation, Father, forgive this nation, for it knows not what it has done. Forgive them. And I'm still going to love. God bless you. You have a wonderful and an awesome day.